Hey guys, YouTuber Winner here, and I am back. Yeah, I haven't made a video for 3 weeks now, and yeah, I just really haven't had really any ideas for videos, unless I really just haven't really felt like doing any videos for the last 3 weeks. But yeah, I am finally back, and here, I'm gonna make a video about the XFL. Oh my goodness, the XFL, yeah. Before I get started with that, I want to let you guys know something. Throughout the entire month of May, I remember last year for May I reviewed bad wrestling shows. I called it Bad Wrestling Pay-Per-View Month. This year, for the month of May, I want to do something different. It's not going to be about wrestling. Just for the entire month of May, I'm going to call it Star Wars Month. So for the entire month of May, I'm just going to make a bunch of Star Wars related videos. I'm going to just like do a bunch of Star Wars related videos. Yeah, it's not really gonna be like movie reviews for all 6 Star Wars movies. I don't want to do that. I just want to make like some videos talking about Star Wars movies, like the changes that have been made to the movies over the years, the original trilogy, and maybe some videos like defending the prequels, because really the prequels really are not that bad, I don't think. Maybe you can give some more thoughts on like the Episode 7 and the new Disney trilogy. Yeah, I remember back in November of 2012, I made a video giving my thoughts about Disney buying Lucasfilm, yeah, but it wasn't really about the new Star Wars trilogy per se, so yeah, I'm gonna probably like give some thoughts on that as well, so yeah. Throughout the entire month of May, I'm just gonna make Star Wars related videos, alright? Alright, so, the XFL. Oh, my goodness. Talk about embarrassment. I mean, seriously. Vince McMahon, he has got to have like one of the biggest egos ever. I mean, seriously. He wanted to do this because of how much better he was doing than WCW in the ratings. I mean, he was at this point when the XFL came around, WCW was pretty much just like basically burned to the ground at this point. And then Vince McMahon's ego got the best of him, so he wanted to compete with the National Football League. Oh my goodness. Why would you want to do this, Vince? I mean, seriously. It's one thing to compete against another wrestling company when you have a wrestling business, but why would you want to actually compete with the National Football League, okay? Nobody can do that, alright? I mean, this was just a complete embarrassment. I mean, yeah, I'm actually going to put a link in the description box. There's actually an XFL channel on YouTube, so I'm going to put a link to that channel in the description box, and you can see for yourself, like, some of the XFL games and stuff, and boy, oh boy, was this bad. Really, I mean, all the play on the field was just straight up terrible. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's so hard to actually remember any times when the player actually caught the ball when it was thrown to them. I mean, seriously. I mean, it was just terrible. I mean, yeah, I mean, the first XFL game, I remember it did actually get some pretty good ratings just because people wanted to see, like, what it was all about and stuff. But then after that, just one game was enough for everyone, and then after that, the ratings just went right down, yeah. And this was just a complete disaster. I mean, if you watch the $1 million championship game or whatever, it was between Los Angeles and San Francisco. San Francisco was horrible, okay? They did not score anything at all in this game until like the last minute of the fourth quarter. And this was just straight up embarrassing. And also, there was like a bunch of appearances from the WWF wrestlers and stuff. Yeah, I remember at the first XFL game, The Rock had a little video before the game. Yeah, and then Vince McMahon came out onto the field and gave a speech, yeah. And yeah, it just seemed like this was more focused on the WWF than just the XFL itself. I think that's one of the reasons why this was such a terrible idea. Because it was just more, like, seemed to be kind of just more publicity for the WWF than for football. I mean, seriously. And also, the way they, like, determine who started off with the ball. Just have one member of each team run after the ball, well, to see who can get it first, rather than a coin toss like the NFL does. And I mean, seriously, this was just, oh my goodness, this was dumb. Yeah, yeah, just, Vince, please don't do, please just stick to wrestling. Don't try to compete with any other sports. I mean, seriously, I mean, pretty much, yeah, I mean, pretty much, don't make like an XHL, don't make an XBA, a XLB, yeah, I mean, don't make any other, don't try to compete with any other sports, okay? Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, you can't compete with sports, okay? Yeah, so, yeah, Vince, just stick to wrestling, not sports. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, the XFL was just straight up embarrassing, and it's not really hard to see why this only lasted one season. Yes, so, yeah, I mean, I could probably go on for hours about talking about how terrible the XFL was. I mean, seriously. Seriously, I mean, just bad playing on the field, and really, it's like this just seemed like a junior high school football promotion or something. I mean, just how terrible was the playing on the field? I mean, seriously. I mean, imagine if a team from the XFL actually competed with an actual NFL team. I mean, can you imagine how dominant the NFL team would have been? I mean, seriously. Yeah, I mean, the XFL teams were pretty much just street football teams, alright? Seriously, yeah, I mean, the XFL was just straight up bad, and so, yeah, like I said, Vince, just stick to wrestling. Alright, so yeah, that's just my little video about the XFL. Yeah, I mean, just a terrible idea. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about my thoughts on the XFL, and yeah, like I said, stay tuned for Star Wars videos coming up for the entire month of May this year. Alright, so yeah. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.